Hey nerd family, and welcome back to another video. Today we're just taking a quick look into the Warner Media and Discovery merger that'll eventually turn into Warner Brothers Discovery. Before we jump into that, I'm going to go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll see you back here in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and staying healthy. If you haven't already checked out the nerdcircle.com, make sure to head over there and check it out. Also, if you're not following along on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can follow at Real Nerd Circle. Sometimes we post some things over there if it's not quite time for video just yet, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure to follow along. And if you haven't already and you'd like to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. It definitely helps us out as we're continuing to grow our audience here. We are on our way to 500 subscribers, and I definitely appreciate everyone for subscribing. If there's any new subscribers since the last video was posted, you will find your name scrolling across the bottom. I want to thank any of the new subscribers. You're definitely helping us continue to grow. And over on the side, you will see your name popping up over there for all the subscribers. I definitely want to thank everyone for subscribing. You're definitely helping us get to where we want to be. And if you do like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It definitely helps us out there. It lets YouTube know who likes the videos and who to recommend them to next. Alright guys, so today we are looking into this merger. There's so many different things happening in the streaming world here, both in the TV and movie as well as the video game streaming world, and so many other things technology-wise that are happening. Sometimes, unfortunately, I've been kind of missing the mark a little bit and getting my videos out a little late, and for that I do apologize. We got word about 2 weeks ago that the merger is still moving along. Pretty much everything has gone through at this point. They're just kind of waiting for the dust to settle, if you will, and kind of have the final things go through. And they say that hopefully sometime here in April that we should be able to see everything start happening, and or at least get the answers and have a date as to when it's going to happen. But basically what they're saying right now is that they have confirmed it a couple weeks ago that when they do merge into one company here, that they will actually be looking into merging both streaming services. I guess I didn't really think about, they did have a possibility of keeping two separate streaming services, but that's just a bit silly. So they did decide that they will be combining them. They just have to figure out the fine print of how it's all going to go down. So what they've announced as of right now is that when they do combine the companies together, the two streaming services will stay separate for the time being, but they will have some kind of bundling option to kind of make it easier for you. And they hope that the whole putting everything together streaming service wise, they know it's going to be a little bit of a hassle. So they know it's going to take some time for everything to fall into place. They say they hope it's not going to take years for it to happen. They know it's going to take more than weeks, so they're speculating it's going to take a few months for everything to go through. Now, just based on the information that I've come across, I do think we're probably going to be left with HBO Max and putting kind of Discovery into it. Now, I don't know if they're going to change the name of HBO Max, but I think they're going to realistically stick with HBO Max and just kind of input everything into there, because if you look at it, they have a way bigger subscriber base with HBO Max than they do Discovery Plus, as well as just a bigger market share and everything in between. Now, that's not to say that, you know, to not shake a stick at Discovery Plus, because they've obviously done really well and they do have, you know, their dedicated fans that love all the Discovery content, but HBO Max has just done a bit more. So I do think it's going to probably stick with more along the lines of you know, HBO is the branding, but time will tell what they're going to actually do here, so we will see. As far as the pricing, it's really hard to, you know, assume what they're going to do here, but here's what I will say, what I'm kind of thinking about here. So if you take the ad-free version, if you combine both the prices of Discovery Plus and HBO Max collectively, you're going to be paying at that $21.98 a month. So if they don't change the price, then you're still looking at that $21.98 a month. But looking at that price, although, for someone like myself who subscribes to both of them right now, although that's still the same price, it just looks awfully expensive for one service. Take Netflix, for example, that just raised their prices, and at the top end for premium, they're at $19.99, so call it $20. So that would put this new HBO Discovery streaming service, that would put them at just about $22. And to me, that's kind of my tap out point for Netflix. If Netflix, ever reaches that $22 a month and doesn't have something that really keeps me around, that's when I'm tapping out. So I feel like even though that's what I'm sort of currently paying, because I do get HBO Max included with my AT&T internet, so although I'm not really paying it, that is technically what the cost is right now for both services. So I would like to think that they're going to potentially drop the price, but I don't know how much they're going to drop it, because then of course they're losing money in that end of it. So time's really going to tell what they do, but I am wondering if, because they did spin off CNN Plus, if maybe that's where they were looking at potentially, getting that money, depending on what plan you go with at that quote unquote $5 a month. If they get some people that really are the diehard CNN fans to pay that $5 a month, and they can, lower this by say $3 a month, they'd be undercutting Netflix's premium tier, and still keeping the money that they would have had. So although I think it's a bit silly to kind of spin off CNN Plus, again, that's just kind of my thing, because I'm just not a huge advocate for CNN, but I can see why they did it. And if they did it to lower the price to have both these services put together and come in under the premium price for Netflix, then I guess it's warranted, because I think that at $22, although putting HBO Max and Discovery together is going to be amazing, they're going to have so much great content, because collectively they already have great content, and they're just going to continue to work on it more based on things that they've said. So yeah, it's probably well worth the money at that price point. I just think it's a bit high. So if they can come in at $1 under Netflix, even if they come in at $18.99 a month and undercut Netflix, I definitely think that's going to help them. And or if they have a bunch of promos up in the beginning where you can get 6 months at a discount, or lock in at a year and save some money, whatever it might be, I think if they can have those promotions, it's definitely going to help them out there. And I said this in a previous video, but I'm nervous that I'm going to lose my free HBO Max, because it's no longer going to be a AT&T company. But hopefully, if they decide to kind of keep AT&T on as a minority shareholder or something like that, hopefully we can still, anyone that's got AT&T can still get the free HBO Max or whatever they decide to call the streaming service, because it's gonna suck to kind of lose that. But time will tell, and if we do lose that deal, hopefully there'll be another similar deal out there. Things are definitely unfolding here. We just don't have all the answers just yet, but I think in the coming days, coming weeks, up to May here, we should have more answers throughout April. So definitely keep your eyes out. I will be putting out some more videos. I'll be posting some things over on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle, if it's just something that I don't think needs to have a video just yet. But there's definitely things happening, and we're going to be seeing it happening pretty quickly here. So definitely get ready if you guys are fans of either HBO Max or Discovery Plus. So let me know down below, what are your thoughts with everything merging together? At what price point are you tapping out? Also let me know, what HBO Max original are you currently binging, or what Discovery Plus original are you currently binging? There's definitely no shortage of originals on both services, and I think things just keep getting better here. The only thing standing in the way is the price point. So let me know your thoughts down below. Definitely keep an eye out on any future videos. There's lots of other things going on here in the tech world, in the streaming world, and everything in between. So I'm definitely here to look into it and bring you guys the stuff as quickly as possible. If there's anything I forgot to mention, I will leave it in the description down below. If there's anything you guys noticed that I forgot, leave it in the comments down below. But I do hope I was able to bring you guys some kind of information here today. Hopefully be able to kind of let you know where things are going. And if you guys have yet to subscribe to these services, definitely keep your eye out on any of the deals. If you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It definitely helps us out here. It lets YouTube know who likes the videos and who to recommend them to next. If you haven't already subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified of any new videos to come out. You can also follow the links on the screen to the older videos. If you could, please share this video across any social media platform that you like. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy.